Hi, my name's Sue Ellum and I'm a professional tarot reader and have been for about 25 years. And I use the Mythic Tarot, which is based on Greek mythology.
Hi, I'm Carrie Bellino, intuitive Reiki master teacher and spiritual life coach, among other things, I guess. So I am the keeper of the questions, and we are going to intuit some practical answers for questions we see out there. So I've got a lot of them in here now. All right, today's question. What if I feel hopeless?
It's a dark place. Okay. Okay. You've got to make a decision, and it's not, so this isn't an easy challenge, but you've got to decide whether you want to stay hopeless or you actually want to make the effort to not be, to open up your world. Because this card is, I see him as a marketing guy, the King of Wands, and it's jumping off the fence and deciding which side of the fence you're going to go on to succumb to hopelessness and stay there, or to kind of mingle with other people. If you've got ideas, tell people about them and create some impetus. Everybody, whether they're in a hopeless situation or not, has got good ideas that suddenly come to them. So rather than feel hopeless, because when you're hopeless, you just keep them all to yourself. And that, to be honest, can be a bit selfish, because you could have some really good ideas that can benefit people. But when we start to wallow in our hopelessness, then we become completely ineffective. But if you've got a good idea, tell people about it, and maybe you can get together with other people and start creating a movement or creating a new project, people that will get fired up and excited. And you, in this way, you can also help other people who might be feeling hopeless as well. So it gradually, you'll start to get busy doing things, and then suddenly you'll find you're not hopeless anymore because you've got a purpose. So it's all about making that first effort to actually talk to people, tell people about your ideas. Don't hide your talents. Don't hide, even if you feel, oh, I'm not good enough. That doesn't matter. What matters is you try. What matters is you go out there. We might not be all artists that can create these beautiful paintings that people are going to buy for millions of pounds. We might not be very good, but if it brings us happiness, if our getting off the fence with this, then, for instance, you could start by going along to an art class example, then other people, then you tell people, and you could end up even with a gallery being able to host all these other people that have got this amazing talent for art. You might not have it, but you can help other people. You'll have found your niche and help all these people that also, as I said, might be feeling hopeless themselves. But it does take an effort to start off with to get that ball rolling. You won't do it by sitting in your armchair feeling sorry for yourself. Sorry, me being blunt, but that's just the way of it. You'll be able to start something new. It's loving yourself as well. You've got to learn love yourself, warts and all. None of us are perfect, and all of us have something that we feel is unlovable. So, but it's starting new projects as well, but things that we love to do. To get out of hopelessness, it's no point going and doing something we don't enjoy, because we're just going to feel hopeless in that. It's got to be something that gives us passion, something that we really love to do. And so starting off something, even if it's in the quietness of your own home, just start off something which can build momentum. But look at yourself in the mirror and just say, I love you. And it's sometimes that sounds easy, but for people who truly don't love themselves, that is one of the most difficult things. But try it every day. Just look in the mirror and just say, I love you. And look at yourself in the eyes. Some people have terrible trouble. I said, sounds so simple, but keep going, because one day you'll mean it. Also, you need to make willing sacrifices, because there's something about hopelessness which is comfortable, because you don't have to show up. And if you don't show up, nobody notices you're there. You're not going to get criticized. You're not going to have people kind of trying to bully you in different, okay. No, I take that back. Bullying is something different. But you won't get people necessarily, they won't see you. You'll be invisible. So you need to make a willing sacrifice to just walk away from your invisibility and try something new, for a new beginning. But you have to be willing to sacrifice the kind of comfort of invisibility, and that's unfortunately that's what hopelessness does for us, because we internalize and we just stop being. That we stifle that spark of life. This is not an easy battle to take on. I can't pretend that it is, because this is about holding on to the things of the past, the things that have happened to us that have made us feel hopeless. And that blocks finance, it blocks creativity, and it just, we can't move forward. So I think the first thing that you could do, as well as telling yourself you love you, is to look at all the things and itemize them, write them down, the things that you feel that you think has made you feel this way. Because hopelessness isn't a place that we suddenly wake up and we're in. This is a build-up over the years of things. Sometimes it can be past life stuff that's come in that we have to deal with as well. But focus on this lifetime first and look at all the things. Maybe your father left you at a young age, or maybe your boyfriend or husband ran off with somebody else, or there's a scenario. There's so many scenarios. And you felt hopeless, you felt worthless, and then you kind of got, and you tightened up. It feels a bit like a porcupine, they roll up very small, but all these spikes, nobody can get close to them. So let go, go through everything and write down everything you can remember about each of those incidents you felt made you feel hopeless. And then when you've written everything down and you feel you can't write anymore, share it with somebody if you feel that they're the right person that can help. If not, read it through of what the situation, how hopeless it made you feel, and then burn it, and then let it go, because you've learned from that. You're not the same person you were when you experienced that. So you've learned from it, burn it, and then on to the next thing, and gradually go through things. And then when you get to the end of it, you'll have such a feeling of accomplishment, and a lot of weight will come off your shoulders as well. And then you'll be able to move forward easier. And then sometimes it's getting, going to somebody who maybe deals with these things as well on a professional level, somebody that you can trust, who can actually delve a bit deeper to places you can't get to or you don't know are there if you still get it feeling these vestiges of hopelessness. So, but deal with the things you can deal with and then get some help if you need it. But having loving and kind of harmonious relationships is a big part of it. So draw people to you who are loving, who are giving, who are going to support you no matter what, whether you're in a good day or a bad day. They're going to be there for you. We've all got friends like that, hopefully. And if you haven't, find some. There are people out there. Join clubs, do whatever you need to do to get, because hopelessness is very introvert. It's very alone. So reach out to meet people, and if there's people, you go to a place and you don't feel right there, go somewhere else. Keep trying, because all you need is one good friend. And but you won't find them if you're hiding in your attic. Reach out, try and find that one good friend. And again, it's choices. Do I stay with what I have? Do I stay in my hopelessness, or do I make changes? Do I, because it's comfortable here, so nobody can see me, and I'm not, I'm not engaging in the world, so therefore I'm safe. So there's a safety to it as well. But then it's like, well, do I stay with that and live here for the rest of my life with nobody knowing I'm here? Or am I going to get out there and try for something better? And it would definitely be better. And those are the cards.
Wow. So my guess is, because you've chosen to watch this video, you are standing on top of that fence and you are going to lean to the side that says, I'm moving forward. Otherwise, you would not be searching out videos that assist in that process. So consider the first hurdle already accomplished. Check. You have come forward, present, and ready to move to the side of the fence that is creative, that is moving out of hopelessness. We always have a choice. I'm going to caution everyone again to be very careful about stating hopelessness on your social media accounts. Remember that every emotion is energy, and those energies live inside of us. They are part of us. They make up who we are. They even make up our health. They make up our thoughts, and it's all interconnected. And when you state, now this is not for the people who are truly feeling hopeless, that are crying out for help, in which case I'm going to say, call a hotline and get the help you need, like Sue was mentioning. But I'm just talking about general malaise, general disgustedness, general those feelings that lead to hopelessness. Be careful that you don't state that on social media, because what will happen is you will more than likely attract people that feel sorry for you. I'm so sorry you feel that way. I feel that way too. There's nothing we can do. I'm so sad. I'm so sorry. And the last thing that you need energetically is people's sorrow on top of your feeling of hopelessness. So it's very important that you reach out to people privately and get that collaboration going, get that sense of community going. If you want to help others, or you believe your story can help others, then it's perfectly okay to say, last week I was feeling hopeless, but today this is what changed. Because you are going to attract a different vibe, a different energy with the solution attached to your emotional vibe of hopelessness. So when Sue was talking about, I wrote something and I can't read my writing. But she brought up something that triggered community and collaboration. Find that one person, to find that group, do the meetup, whatever. I'm going to second that, because we are not in a world anymore that is for us to operate solo in. And hopelessness is solo. So it's very important that you reach out to those people or person that can support you. And yep, don't know what that word is. And also, one last thing. Sue brought up the willing sacrifice card. And I'm going to shift that a tiny bit and say, some people like being invisible. Some people like flying under the radar. Some people are very happy hermiting, especially right now. And if that's the case, don't succumb to what other people are telling you you should be doing. You shouldn't be staying home. You should be getting out. You should. If you are comfortable, and you are not hopeless, but you are comfortable being invisible right now, that's okay. Allow yourself, don't beat yourself up. This is all about beating yourself up, all about self-worth. Don't beat yourself up because your next door neighbor says you really should be going out like she is. So if you aren't willing to make a sacrifice right now, be okay with that. And don't allow that to become hopeless because you're comparing yourself to everyone else. So I'm going to say right now, if you need assistance in navigating some of this, not professional hotline assistance, but the work that we're doing, please feel free to reach out to Sue or I directly. We would love to be able to assist you in finding that, that sweet spot for you right now and help guide you. So, okay, that's my last thing I wanted to say. Oh, before we leave, I want you to look me in the eye right now and say, I love me. Not me, you. I love me, because we don't give ourselves that much credit. So I'm forcing you right now to look yourself in the eye and say to yourself, I love me, because that really matters.
We are each unique, and we can't be like somebody else, not completely. So, and all these people are held up as examples, but we can't be like that. So it's so important not to beat ourselves up because we've got something they haven't.
Yep, our own particular soul.
Absolutely. Anyway, so I think it's all been said, and hopefully anybody that's feeling hopeless has something to work on now. So,
all right, please subscribe and share if you like our messages, and stay tuned for tomorrow.
Okay, bye.